Hi guys, it's Ray. I am doing a cup today using the Tech Wrap colorful Pearl vinyls in the white and the pink. I'm going to work over one of the Pearl cups again, holographic cups, just because it's already prepped. So that'll work well for me. I'm also going to go back to whichever month from spring's sub box this was from Butterfly Lane Designs, and I'm going to work with this vinyl, this decal, and I'm going to use one of these pieces from the element sheet for the bottom of the tumbler. So it's a lot, and these we're going to set aside for now because I'm going to cut these down first. So I'm going to split the cup in half, half pink, half white, roughly, to start. I know it's a little redundant using the white over the white, but that's what I want to do. So I'm going to cut a 4-inch strip and a 4-inch strip because this is roughly 8 inches tall. And then these will have to get trimmed down to about that 9 1/4, 9.3. And for this, I'm going to do kind of like the envelope thing. So I need to figure out how big a square I want to start. I don't want it to have a ton of overlap, so I think I'm going to go just a tiny bit bigger than the 9 1/4. I'm just going to go to 9 1/2. I'm going to go to 9.75. So I'm going to cut the whole thing to a 9.75 square. And then I'm going to mark my center both directions, top, bottom, and sides. I'm just folding it and giving it a little pinch to start. It's easier for me to do it this way than to try and actually measure it. And I'm going to grab a pencil and I'm just going to darken up the line so I can see it, especially here where I'm in the text. I'm actually right at the bottom of the R. And I'm sure this is confusing looking. It's going to come together, I promise. So I'm going to line up my marks and just cut and spin and cut. I'm going to do like opposite corners though to start. And now that I'm doing this, I'm not even entirely certain it mattered with this pattern that I trimmed it. Yeah, I guess I wanted it. Okay. certain patterns when things go all the way around, like this one does, it really didn't matter. I probably could have just cut this size triangle to start with, or rectangle, square. But at any rate, I guess that was a good lesson, perhaps. Or it was just a waste of time. Whatever. So, I'm going to put my white on the top. Sorry about the mower in the background. We've got a short week home and we're both trying to get stuff done. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and cut all of my anchors right now. And then put the paper back on. Somewhat straight. I'm even going to cut my anchor for this. Okay. Now we can get started. That plastic backing is very slick on this type of cup. Just a white spray painted cup would have been fine. I didn't want to spray paint. It was pretty rainy and muggy today, so spray painting was not in the cards. And I did get a little bit off, obviously, somewhere on the way around. But I'm actually not going to worry about it too much. Hope I didn't just screw that up too much. Because this is actually going to cover that, and we're going to edge trim anyways to trim this down. So, the points are going to get lined up. The goal is that the point meets exactly on this center line. Or, you know, as close to as exactly as possible. And it's going to cover up that entire back seam. So, that is just fine. And yes, I am just layering these pieces of vinyl at this point. And I have to decide if I want to pinstripe this or not. I'm kind of leaning towards not. I don't know. I might. So, I'm going to get my edge tool out. I'm not sure how my decal's going to fit in here. It might go over the printed. Yep, it's going to go over the printed vinyl some. So, I think because it's going to do that, I'm not going to do any striping. I don't really know what I'm doing. It would need to be a really pale stripe if I were to do one. Okay. I'm debating striping. I feel like because this is going to overlap, I don't want striping underneath the text. And I think it would look awkward if I just striped the bottom half. Yeah, I think we're just going to leave it alone. We're not going to apply this yet, though, or this. And I think we're going to do this one. For the elements. So, we're going to take this over, get a coat of epoxy on it, and then come back and add our decal and our bottom piece. Okay, we're gonna get a coat of epoxy on this and see how the white and the pink colorful pearl adhesive vinyl from Tech Wrap looks under the epoxy. Okay, so I'm gonna torch this real quick after it spins for about a minute, and then I'm gonna let it dry, and we will get it back over and do the bottom decal and the main decal, and get another coat of epoxy on it, and that'll be it. Super simple. I'm definitely gonna leave it without striping. I know it's a little unusual for me, but I think because it's just got such clean lines that it's fine. And I really don't want a heavy line under the main decal, so I think it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. But so far it is very soft and pretty. There's how that white looks. It just looks like a white opal. And the pink is stunning. I would have to say so far, just because white is white, that's probably my least favorite so far. I do think it would be a great alternative if you didn't want to glitter a white tumbler, if that's the effect you were going for. Actually, that goes for any of these. A full wrap of the vinyl would be like a super time saver. So I'll be back when this is dry. Okay, so we're going to get the decals on this. Let's start with the little one at the bottom. I'm going to trim this down more. just to give the bottom a little something. And then the decal itself. I want the word breathe as the top. No, I think I want it to go this way. Breathe, manifest, hustle, repeat. And that's going to be it for this one. We will get it over and get a final coat of epoxy. Well, second to final coat most likely. Alright, apparently that wasn't recording, but I did just get this coat on. I'm just finishing it up. So some people might think this looks unfinished without the pinstriping. I'm just really happy with the clean lines of this one. I don't feel like it needed it. So I'm good with it the way it is. This will get one more clear coat later, but for now it's gonna be done. I'm gonna go ahead and torch it. Is it perfect? No. I should have spent a little more time on decal placement, but that's okay. I just knew I wanted the flowers lined up together, not off kilter, so. That's what I went with. So that is it for this one. There's that pretty vinyl from the previous past subscription box. And a decal from the same box. And there's that white, colorful Tech Wrap pearl vinyl. I'll wait for the pink to come around again. And there's the pink. You can see the color in it. That pearl opal shift. And the clear little decal we did at the bottom just to round things out. So that is it. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time.